Hello, I'm Dr. Ruthie, sexuality educator, relationship expert, and thanks to the good folks at funwares.com, I'm here answering your questions about adult pleasure and intimacy and relationships. And I have a new question here from Kyle, and he says, Dr. Ruthie, hi, this is Kyle. Hello, Kyle, how are you? And my girlfriend enjoys using her vibrators by herself and wants me to be a part of the fun. But we're not quite sure what we can do together with them. Any ideas would be helpful. Thanks. Kyle, I'm so glad that the two of you are open to using sex toys in your relationship together. And I've done some videos for Funwares already, so take a scroll through for everyone else for ideas on how to initiate toys with your partner and a little bit on how a partner can use a toy on you. But let's talk about how your partner can go ahead and be, more inclusive of you with the toys together. So excellent question. I'm so happy. And I have come up with a whole list of ideas for you that might be helpful. So let's talk about them. Now, there's different kinds of sex toys, first of all. There are toys that are meant to touch the clitoral area up here, which is the home of the orgasm for most women. There are vibrators that are made to touch inside the vagina, which can feel really good, and some of them are made for G-spot stimulation, and some women can get off just from internal stimulation, but most women will need to add in clitoral stimulation or just have clitoral stimulation by itself. So I call the ones that touch the clitoral area outie vibrators because, it's the outside of the vulva. And the ones that are insertable, I call them innie vibrators. And then there's some toys that do both at the same time. So I call them innie outie vibrators or innie outie combos sometimes. So let's talk about the different options with all these because I don't know what kind of toys she has. Hopefully she has a lovely and robust collection ready to explore. So the first thing you mentioned that you're already doing is a fantastic idea for partners to be doing together, which is simply putting on a show for each other. And Kyle, maybe you have some toys that you like to use with yourself too, and you can put on a little bit of show and tell for each other simultaneously. Or you can take turns watching each other and learn more about what each other likes and have a very sensual show at the same time. But you said you're already doing those things and you're looking for more ideas, so let's talk about some other things. You could, if she has a really powerful vibrator like a Hitachi Magic Wand or, one of the ones that you typically plug into the wall, you could give her a massage with her toys on other areas of her body as well, which can be a wonderful warm-up, and then she can take over or you can continue massaging her with the toys yourself, genitally massaging her with the toys yourself, of course. Another idea is that you can go ahead if there's an innie only toy, so it's not an innie outie combo, no, and it's not a clitoral toy, it's just an innie toy. So if she has an innie toy, you or she can insert the toy or thrust the toy or lean the toy back and forth, whatever it is that works for her, because you've been doing show and tell, so hopefully you have some ideas what she likes. And then what you can do is actually one or both of you can touch her clitoris with your hands at the same time, or you can give her oral sex at the same time. Either way, it's easy to involve some protection. You can just put a little plastic wrap or a dental dam across if you're doing that, or put gloves on your hands, no problem. Another thing is if what she has is a clitoral vibrator, then what you can do is use the clitoral vibrator at the same time that one of you is giving her a hand job or oral sex in the lower part of her vulva instead, around the vagina and lips and things, which can be really exciting as well. Some toys are made so that you can either rest them over this part of the vulva on the clit during intercourse, or there's at least one type of toy out there that you can insert in the vagina and it kind of clips on to the clitoris at the same time in a kind of clippy way, and you can actually wear it during intercourse. So that's another possibility for toys as well. Of course, you can also use toys anally. So if she has something that's designed for anal penetration, so the base is wider than any insertable insertable part of the toy. It's nice and smooth and it can be fully sanitized and you've used lots of lube. She might enjoy having anal stimulation with those toys. Another opportunity is if it's not made to be inserted, but it's a good outie vibe, vibrating and stimulating the outside of the anus with lots of lube can be really fun too, and you can touch your vulva all over the place or other parts of her body while you're enjoying that with her, or while she's enjoying that with herself. Let's see, what else? I talked about the vibes that fit against the body. That can be really useful. If it's a larger vibrator that is clitoral, but isn't designed to just kind of sit there or clip on. If you can use a position where you're kind of somewhat at angles to each other, or it's missionary but you're more leaning up, or you're standing next to the bed while she's kneeling on it or laying on it, either one of you can just go ahead and hold that vibrator against their clitoris as well, which should be really fun for both of you. And last but not least, this is one of my favorites, and it's something that people don't think of very often, but it's kind of an advanced version of show and tell. So you get to watch each other, and that's great, but sometimes it's really excellent to be able to really feel each other have that orgasm in a whole body way. So I might suggest to you, Kyle, that you sit back against the headboard or the wall behind your bed, so that you're sitting up, leaning back against that wall or headboard, and you have your legs separated and your knees bent, and she sits between your legs and leans back against you like her own easy chair. You can reach around and touch her breasts, her genitals, her neck, wherever you want to touch, and she can also touch herself wherever she wants to touch. And when she has that orgasm, you can be kissing her, you can be holding her, and you can also be talking dirty back and forth too, and that can make her using her toy on herself so much more interactive and fun as you get to feel her whole body have that pleasure. Hopefully this will inspire you with a few different ideas of how you can use your toys together. I'm Dr. Ruthie, and have fun.